Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to the newest review, this time of the movie Black Widow. And if you didn't know, this movie takes place between the events of Civil War and Infinity War. And upon watching this film, you will see that one of the best things about it is the family dynamic between Natasha and the rest of her family, where all their interactions, the banter, and just how they get along throughout the film is one of the best things. It's one of the saving graces of this film. And speaking of that, Florence Pugh is one of the biggest standouts of the film. She nails her role perfectly and comes off as one of the most extremely likable characters of the film. As well as David Harbour as Red Guardian and his obsession with Captain America and their so-called fight that they had, and just being over the moon for himself and very just overly confident of his ability to do anything. And it does have that MCU humor that we have grown accustomed to, with David Harbour leading the charge as the comic relief. And it does have some really good action and fight sequences, but I wouldn't put it as some of the best throughout the whole MCU franchise. And one thing that I could put as a big negative is that there is a lot of shaky cam within the fight sequences. And surprisingly, this movie does have some big stakes that, if left unchecked, would have affected the rest of the MCU from that point. When it comes to Taskmaster, the character is underutilized and is not as impactful as I feel that the character should have been, and really just comes off as a waste. And the main character isn't really a main factor until the third act of the film, and won't be a memorable character because mainly the movie is all about Black Widow and her family and their dynamic and her dealing with her past. But in saying that, I really did like the hatred and the extremely thick tension between Natasha and Dreykov. And it has kind of a post-credit scene, but not really. But it does have an end-credit scene, so I say stick around for that. And this movie has no creative credits like the other MCU films have. And I felt that was just kind of weird that this film, out of all the films, would start that now. Overall, this movie is a really good time. It is very entertaining, very enjoyable. It is humorous. The action is there. It just doesn't have a real big reason for its existence. It has no major impact on the future of the MCU. It was just a movie that Kevin Feige wanted to do, and it ended up getting done. I guess better late than never. So my recommendation is definitely check it out however you can. And that has been my review on Black Widow. I hope you guys liked it. And if you did, go ahead and subscribe and follow me on YouTube and TikTok, both under CMJ World. And I will catch you next time. Peace.